Your life will be better after watching this video. I promise you. Come, shake my hand. That's a firm handshake you got. Let's go. In 1943, Abraham Maslow proposed an idea of a concept he called the hierarchy of needs. What I find funny is that at the top of this list isn't food, water, orange juice, or this sound. Can't get enough of it. It's self-actualization, the feeling to achieve one's own goals. Now bear with me now, this is actually the easiest one of these things to accomplish. You're just looking at it wrong. Let me give you an example. Let's say hypothetically, my goal in life, my ambition, my reason to be is to open that door. Real simple, real easy. It really isn't all that much. My life is complete in a sense. I've achieved nirvana. I can go to the spirit realm. Now let's look at test case 2. My goal is to get you to subscribe. And suddenly this weird wave of depression seeps in. I have a real inspiration to listen to Juice WRLD. But not for real though. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe right now. I'm just gonna ask you that you give me a chance to earn it. You feel me? So that's the point, right? Just set small goals so that you always have that constant set of achievement. Yeah, that's what a bad YouTuber would say. Listen here, brother. My biggest pet peeve in this world is the illusion of depth, making something seem to be so much more complex than it actually is. You might have come out of this small interaction and thought to yourself, wow, pics changed my entire outlook on life. I'm gonna do everything differently from now on. Or more realistically, I don't know why this guy keeps talking about small goals. I'm broke! I have no money! I'm eating rock sandwiches and gravel salads! There's no point in me telling you something if it doesn't actually have an instruction manual behind it, you feel me? Or else I'm just a philosopher like Socrates. Yup. There's a lot of nuance to doing this, genuinely. So I propose that you let me, humble YouTuber who hasn't slept well in... I don't have enough fingers, tell you that there is levels to this. I'ma earn that subscription. Self-actualization in reality is broken up into 3 pieces: social satisfaction, physical satisfaction, and accolades. If there's anything else or you think there's more to it, take it up with Aristotle or the comment section. We don't do requests anymore. Socially, people are interesting because not everyone always wants to admit that they need someone there to help them. Man, I made it out the mud! Type beat, something like that. And I used to be one of them. Then I got a girlfriend, and let me tell you, we are lying to ourselves. You don't need people for when you're happy. You need people for when you're sad, you're upset, you're angry. And let me tell you, when you start doing the things you need to do in your life and actually bettering it, people are gonna start hating for you. For me, I didn't even get to that point yet. I thought this would start like maybe when I hit 100K on YouTube or something like that. No, out the womb. My mother, D1, blue lock level hater. With that being said, you need some balance, cause no funny stuff. That hate, it gets to you, it seeps into your soul. It's like knives, it hurts. But you also gotta have the right kind of support system, right? Cause you don't wanna just be acquainting yourself with people that are dragging you down, you feel me? So the first part of this is picking friends who have ambitions, who have goals. People who can inspire you not only in a competitive sense, but just in a genuine support system that you all want to pull each other up, iron sharpening iron. That being said, make active efforts to make friends every day, everywhere you go. I used to have social anxiety. I know some people that are watching this that I know just cringe. The way to get over it and build confidence is to just talk to people anywhere, all the time, any opportunity you have. Confidence is literally the definition of fake it until you make it. And you get a gauge for people, you get a gauge for how to read people, and then you can actually make friends outside of the forced interactions you have, you know? And it worked. I really got over my social anxiety very quickly. I only got the cops called on me like, I don't have enough fingers. The best part about all these things is when you take it one step at a time, right? You set your goals to just talk to somebody new every day, work a little harder, try to inspire the people around you. You realize that eventually you start building a nice little community in and of itself. And that's kind of the theme of this whole little segment, the long run. Because you set small goals and then you let the things you want come to you without even you realizing it. As for health and physicality, we're gonna bring up another big prospect. Stop comparing yourself to other people. It's a trap, it doesn't go well. I remember yesterday when I was looking at some YouTubers that really kind of exploded exponentially in growth. I mean just 1K to buying Ford Explorers. It's crazy. But the thing is, it gets to a point, right? Whether it is YouTube or just like, I don't know, your ability to draw or something like that. You look at your own ability versus what you've achieved with it and you just think they don't quite add up. It's the kind of feeling that can only ever be matched by walking into like a Planet Fitness. You see like Hulk and Goliath, like 110% muscle. Like I got some, but it's like the light making me look real bad right now. I know this gets reiterated a lot and it's kind of cliche, but genuinely, nobody is at where you're at, and you're at where nobody else is at. Everybody got different goals, different journeys, all of that. You don't know what their ambitions are. Some of them got their heart broken by the love of their life. Some of them, the love of their life got broken by a Ford Explorer. Either way, I pray I never need to get that jacked. There's always someone better than you. And the best thing you can do is just accept that. Because at the end of the day, what you should be focused on is staying ahead of the one person that you can always and should always be out competing. You from yesterday. Instead of telling yourself, oh, I want to be jacked. I want to be doing that SpongeBob did, like, Just tell yourself, I'm trying to get 200 push-ups done today. I'm trying to get 30 squats in today with so much weight on me. I want to become friends with that guy who's benching 265 because he seems to be doing something right. And then we get to this, the crown ball of the dub analogy. The figure of speech doesn't need to make sense, you know what I mean. How do I set goals for my life, for what I want to achieve, to help me create better things? We take everything we had before, right? Bring it over here, call the method. No one's gonna get that. There's 2 rules. I call them the 2 pillars of not blowing your clean off by 2026. Number 1, do not set goals based on things that you cannot control. I used to go play basketball. Where I was changed, but I used to tell myself, I want to score 10 points today. I want to score 15 points today. But then I would start a pickup game with people whose beds were in like visible distance of the court. They lived there, and it showed because they were cooking me. I'd get mad because I only scored like 8 points or even 4 points or whatever, right? That's not in my control. You don't know who you're gonna play against. You don't know how the game's gonna go. You don't know if you break your Achilles tendon and can never touch the sport again. What I ended up saying though, I was like, okay, I want to drive in more. I want to take more shots. I want to work on my confidence while shooting. I want to work on not getting so scared and passing the ball anytime there's any sort of defense on me. That I can control, because even if I fail in a game sense, I'm at least practicing, and I know that that's gonna get the inverse effect. I will start making more points if I get better at the game. You understand where I'm getting at with this? Back to the YouTube thing, I stopped telling myself I want to get this amount of views, I want to get that amount of views, because at the end of the day, YouTube just gives me whatever they want. There was a time where I got thousands of views on a video, and now I got 11 on the last one I made, and I've stopped getting mad about that. I've almost been doing this for 2 years. It's just kind of funny at this point, you know? And rule number 2 is really just kind of an amplification of something I mentioned before. Make your goals tiny. You see this? You see the distance between my fingers? If you're trying to climb a flight of stairs, your goal should be the next step. I remember one time, I'll give y'all a little story, right? Just to hear some pics lore. I go hiking with my family once a year. And the thing is, I am not really big into like long, strenuous activity like that. So I remember I did a whole bunch of training and conditioning the week before I actually went on the hike. I worked on my breath control, I worked on my leg muscles, and my breathing was great. I didn't run out of breath once climbing that mountain. I was very proud of myself. However, the one thing I miscalculated was that I was not recovered from being sore by the time the actual hike happened. It was a little annoying at first, but about 2 hours in, I wanted to die. Every step genuinely felt like my body could leave the earth, right? And we had about 5 more hours of hiking. As like a trauma response, I made in my head, my entire objective was just taking the next step. And don't get me wrong, it was work. But I did that, and I tricked my brain into hyping myself up enough that I could make it to the gondola to get down the mountain. It was so bad that genuinely I said to myself that if I did not make it to that gondola, I was sleeping there. I couldn't move my legs after that. The second I sat down, I was feeling like Joe from Family Guy, you feel me? They came back though, thank God. You'd be surprised with what you're able to do when you just change your mentality a little bit. Usually, through these videos, I like to live vicariously through y'all, right? Sometimes I slip up. I'm not perfect. Sometimes it's almost nice to kind of see these videos like a time capsule of my mentality of how to get over something again. And this is one of the same, and I hope that I could do that for y'all as well, just to make the bad moments a little bit better. I hope I earned that subscription and a like. If I didn't, let me know in the comments what I could do better, and have a great day.